Did y'all see Napoleon Dynamite? Well, he looked like Napoleon Dynamite with the what you call it? Oh, now I gotta set up an appointment for oil change. Come on, daggone it. Oh, the little Napoleon Dynamite up there, the University of Pennsylvania. They said he was the ringleader of the fraternity brothers, running a cocaine, selling cocaine. What? One of the fathers got arrested, obstruction. But I saw the pictures, and I said, look at y'all crazy behinds. Now, yeah, we know drugs and sex and alcohol and all that goes along, happens, but in colleges and stuff, we know that. I remember when I was in college, man, do they smoke weed there? Of course they smoke weed. Some of them, I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not getting into none of that. Like, they have weed. In Greensboro, North Carolina, they had weed. Now, I don't know where they got the weed from. You have Maryland and Virginia and D.C., New York, New Jersey, and all around the world, individuals. And the drugs was popping in, so I'm sure I don't have nothing to do with that. But, listen. I saw Napoleon Dynamite. I said, look at you. And you could get away with it for a while because people probably was like, no, he not. Because he looked like, okay, I'm going to say not totally Napoleon Dynamite-ish, but he looked like if Napoleon Dynamite had a glow up, or if he went and got some surgery or some enhancements or some different changes done, haircut and all that. So I said, you was the ringleader. I said, I know all the little sorority girls, they probably be like, dang, he probably had. It's not funny because y'all looking at going to jail for what? For drugs. Probably got good to y'all. Y'all was like, oh, we can run it. We frat boys. They're not gonna think we do anything. Newsflash. Fraternities and sororities, especially with all the hazing. I said, I don't want to hear nothing else. I done had enough. That news about at Penn State. I've had enough of hearing about fraternities. And sororities too, because what was that, back early part of the summer, the young lady that died as a result of pledging some sorority, and then what was that, last month was that Florida? Yeah, with a Secret Service agent. Come on, man, you a Secret Service agent, you young with a good job, but no, you got to be part of the hazing. And beat the boy so bad that what was it, kidney failure, some type of like, come on. I'm like, listen. So now we got Napoleon Dynamite in the crew that was running drugs at the University of Pennsylvania. Y'all doing too much. No matter who you are, what you look like, y'all doing too much. Now, yes, it's always been drugs and people doing stuff and, but y'all doing too much. Just too much. But Napoleon, the only part was funny because when I saw it, I said, look at him. The other ones looked like they probably come out with little marketing plans. They probably had a little marketing plan, economic charts, and they looked like they was having like a nice teams meeting or TED talk about the drug dealing. They have like little private conversation because they couldn't televise it, right? They couldn't do it on YouTube, so they probably amongst themselves, they probably had flow charts and they had the marketing, and then they had who they could recruit, who seemed like they might be, man, I'm telling you. But Napoleon Dynamite, I gotta go home and look at him again when I get in. Cause I was like, look at him, little nerd. I said, I know. I wonder if he's the ringleader for real, or if they making him the face of the ringleader. Cause he just looked like, he looked like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the books. That's what he looked like. He looked like he keep the books. But then again, you do have some nerdy people or people that are underestimated. But he is, I'm sure he is very intelligent and smart. So, he could be a mastermind. Just wouldn't think he'd be a mastermind of cocaine, but whatever. Then the other thing that was funny today, This lady was doing the video, and I don't know if this is true, but I'm thinking if it's Atlanta, the ladies are probably pretty desperate for some men, right? So the lady said it was an ad that a homeless guy run, that he needs a place to stay, he just needs some help till he get back on his feet, blah, 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 blah. She said about 1,000 something women responded to this ad. So I saw the comments. You know, people was like, oh, they don't want a man that make, you know, if he make less than 6 figures, they don't want him, but they'll take somebody that don't have nothing, that they got to do everything for. So I was like, yeah, that is interesting, but hey, I think they just looking for a piece of meat. But ladies, meat wears off. It gets old. You need more than meat, but I think they just want some meat, right? Until that meat can't really do nothing, then they're not going to be, oh, you really not, you not. Oh, you don't have, then you don't even know this dude. Y'all, what are y'all gonna run background checks on him? Like, do you even care? You don't know this dude. He could be running from a situation from another state. I don't know what the ad looked like. I'm gonna have to do a Google search. But then I said to myself, if Atlanta is as zesty as they say it is, and as many people that you see, look, them ladies who are hard up, they tired of using battery operated things and straps and all them different things. They just tired of it. They want a real, so now they gotta compete. But who he gonna stay with? Like, is he gonna be in rotation? Is he gonna stay, like, if he had all them responders, he know he can run it up. He might be a little woe out, but he can run it up. He can go from house to house. The true definition of a hobosexual: have pillow, will travel, or does he have a pillow? He's homeless. Well, he have backpack, will travel, and when you don't have nothing else to offer, you know he gonna overperform. I'm just saying. So it's gonna be a baby boom potentially, or a STD boom, STI. I'm just saying. They already said there's some, you know, some diseases that are picking up in certain places. I'm not gonna imagine it because everybody promote just riding on anybody like him. He running an ad, 1,000 women apply. He gonna respond to a good number of them and do a test run, or he just gonna run from place to place because he know he can. He have the options, right? So it's either gonna be some babies, which I hope not, because if he don't have no job, they either gonna be more money that taxpayers got to kick out. See, they looking for something. I don't know what he look like. He must look like something. He must look, but that don't even matter either. Because if you got too many zesties around, then you might just take anybody, long as he got a nice back, a backpack, a strong back, and he know how to, you know. This is gonna be interesting. I hope they do a follow up, or we hear some more about it, because that's gonna be interesting. It's deadly, it's irresponsible, but it's gonna be interesting. Now the last thing, and then I'm out. How do you call somebody a model refugee? I don't know if they're here legally or not, but given that it's Minnesota, I'm like, side eye. But another Somali, this one they said was designated the model refugee. I don't know when, but they said he was the model refugee, according to Minnesota. That's not saying much, because Minnesota is straight anything, no law, no order, no sense, no logic, no reason. They're out there transing children, for God's sake. Transgender dolls for 4-year-olds and puberty blockers. They just anything. So they how many strongholds do we have? A lot. But anyway, I got to go. This eye is getting on my nerves. I said, if it don't get no better, I'm going to call the doctor by the end of the week. Because it's been 2 weeks yet since I had this ugly thing. And they tell me, when is it going to drain? Because it looked big enough like it should bust now. But if it drains, where is it going to drain to? In my eye? Anyway, now back to this model refugee. So come to find out, the model refugee is being charged with Medicaid fraud. And it's not surprising to me, because all the fraud that they have been finding and charging a large part of the Somali community with, and which Amy Bach, hey Amy, remember me, Amy, when I was talking about you when you got sentenced to 40-something, with the 41 years they sentenced Amy to. You's an American dummy. Did they give her a treat? She should have got treason charges. Like, seriously. You help these people finesse the system. But there's some more people that need to go down, because their fraud was too big and too large. And now we just talking about Medicaid fraud. That was just the daycare, the feeding our futures fraud and all that. Now they're looking at Medicaid fraud. And then I see Jacob Fry out there in Minnesota. He told them that he wasn't going to raise taxes or property taxes. Well, we've all seen that before. Brandon Johnson said that in Chicago. But even though he, could probably say that he didn't do it, it was the school board. But I still don't understand in Chicago how the school board is able to make the decision to do property tax. But I digress. Let me tell y'all something. They know that they cannot claim illegals for certain things, and they still want to pay for illegals. They still want to fund transgender surgeries and all of that. So they got to tax you some more. Because at this moment in time, the federal government is making it difficult to fund, because they're not going to fund certain things. So the payments are going to be less. You're not going to be able to charge or do the transgender surgeries because it's less money coming in, because they don't want to fund that. And rightfully so. I don't want no tax dollars going to that. Ask them people in Hollywood, Dwayne Wade and what's the lady name? Cher. What's the stupid one name? Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. Come on, I bet you won't. What was that? They had that meme. She probably ain't do it, but even if she did, you want to guess the difference between we know which one is the boy and which one is the actual girl. We know who's pretending to be a girl, but is really a boy, honey. But get them to start a fund or something like that, and hell, they got doctors in Hollywood. They could sponsor a child. I mean, that's sick and nasty work, but you got sick, nasty parents that are going along with it. If any parent, any adult, any whatever, school, you should be charged for harming children. And I think slow death would be a nice thing, because it's out of hand. Y'all really messing with these children. But we got the model refugee that is another fraudulent Somali pirate. Like, at this point, could just go home. Y'all done got enough. I mean, for real, y'all done took enough money from the taxpayers in the United States. Don't y'all have enough to go home and do whatever y'all need to do, whatever y'all want to see happen? Y'all got the money. You could buy a tribe or two in Somaliland, but I hear that they say that they're very tribal, and if you don't get along with this person, but y'all need to get it together. Get Somalia together. Leave us alone. Go on the hell home and leave us alone. Okay? All y'all done got money. Finessed. And if you want to come back, maybe sign some documents so we can figure you out. But I don't want you to come back. I wish you take ill rag Omar with you. But I hope y'all don't come back. But I know y'all, it's like that poop that gets stuck in the groove with your shoe. And then we got the unintelligent and the just everything, unwise. How the Bible say be wise as serpents? But these people that traded their ability to be wise as serpents to be fodder for wolves. It's so annoying and fascinating. Yeah, well, they did say in the Bible, it is written, and it is written that evil is good and good is evil now. Such a sad thing. Sad, even sadder for us that know that no matter what the world say, it's no good in. Who just said? Oh, I think a teacher, a lady got arrested punching a teacher. And fools talking about, because I think she wanted to get in the business, and the teacher was enforcing school policy. This mother gets mad, hits the woman, and you have stupid people. Well, what she do to the teacher? What the teacher did? Teacher was enforcing school policy. What she should have been doing was, okay, well, I'll come back, or I'll talk to the principal, or whatever the case may be. But you should have went the hell home. But you hit the teacher. So she's being charged, and rightfully so. It's the excuses that people make for people doing the things that they do when it's inappropriate, when it's just a matter of bad reactions and bad decision making. When you do something dumb and irrational, or because you think that you have a license to do whatever you want because somebody done told you that you're doing it for the culture, or you keeping it real, or ain't nobody, they know how you got me messed up. You got me messed up. When you think like that, get people out here really making excuses, y'all. Yeah, the culture is trash. As I always say, it's trash, it's trash, it's trash. My God. The culture's motto is good is wrong, and it's evil, and evil is good. Okay? So the woe unto them who call evil good is what the culture operates on, and it operates on lies and tickling sensations. And if you know better, you need to stay away from it. Cause see, trust me, the individuals that responded to that homeless man, they're culture driven. They're culture driven. Cause ain't no way, if you really got some sense, you want to take on just for some meat, just to say you laying with somebody. Maybe they ain't never been through that before, so they don't know how. They just think it's gonna be fun and games. Nope. Nope. But nobody thinks about long range consequences or anything like that. They're just irrational. Just jump out there. Oh yeah, I just want to get me a man. We don't have no man, no real man. I just want to get me some meat. Yeah, girl. So, hope that meat don't come with an extra treat known as a trick that's sitting on it that's going to make you sick. Okay? Y'all be careful. Y'all be careful out there. Oh, come on out. I'm trying to get out this parking garage. Yeah. Y'all go ahead. Napoleon Dynamite ain't trying to take out no ad. He don't need no hoes that bad. He said, shoot, I had money. He got it now, buddy. Napoleon Dynamite that was running them drugs up in University of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.